Here we go, back again with another video. Yes, another video. The Sunderland news left, right and centre. Now, before we move on to the transfer prospects of this week with Sunderland and the dealings that could be done, some sad news about Corry Evans. Yesterday, the beginning of the week, Tony Mowbray thought it was only a knock and Corry Evans would be okay for the weekend's game against Fulham. But it's turned out that he's out for the season. Out for the season. No Corry Evans, out for the season. Now, will this be the last time we actually ever see Corry Evans in a red and white top? I hope it's not. But we do have young talent coming through and young talent to be signed in the midfield positions. So when he comes back, will there be better players already in his place? Now, who will be captain as well? So, Tony Mowbray, the head coach, has said this. He's paid tribute to Corry Evans and is confident. He's confident that he'll retain his ability from long-term injury and come back a stronger player. He'll come back a stronger player. Evans is expected to be ruled out for the remainder of the season after suffering damage to his anterior cruciate ligament in this weekend's win over Middlesbrough. Very, very sad. I hate to see players get long-term injuries like that, especially like Sir Corry Evans in his 30s, coming to the twilight of his career. You want to try and stay fit and injury-free as long as possible. The midfielder, who was also played under Mowbray at Blackburn Rovers, will undergo surgery as part of his rehabilitation, which will rule him out for considerable length of time. Evans has made 64 appearances and scored 2 goals for the Black Cats in signing for Sunderland in 2021. First and foremost, it's a blow for Corry. He's been amazing for the club since he's come in, said Mowbray, and I had Corry at Blackburn Rovers for 4 years. It's been absolutely fantastic. So there, Tony Mowbray, playing a compliment to Corry Evans. Corry is just a really professional footballer, understands his job, does the work every day, sets the standards in the dressing room. He will maintain that. He is going to be around the place, even though he will be in the treatment table in the treatment room for a while. He'll continue to set the standards for the younger players and the football club. I've got no fears he will be stronger and helping us in the future. There we go. So Corry Evans out probably for the rest of the season. We wish him a speedy recovery, but he will be there. He's the captain of the club. I'm happy that he's going to stay amongst them and really get amongst the kids, and hopefully the kids will learn from Corry Evans. So there we go. Corry Evans, unfortunately, bad news, out for the probably looking like the foreseeable future, if not the rest of the season. Now, another player leaving is Dajaku has gone on loan to FC St Gallen. Yes, FC St Gallen. Now, before we move on to that, my source has said this. Pardon me. He didn't say pardon me, but he might not if he belched, but there we go. Anyway, my source has said this. Yeah, Dajaku was eager to get away as first team football would be very unlikely, so he wanted to get away and try to improve his game and grow mentally. So there we go. Dajaku is off to St Gallen. Sunderland FC confirms that Leon Dajaku has joined FC St Gallen on loan, subject to international clearance. The 21-year-old moves to the Swiss Super League until the end of the 22-23 campaign, joining Peter Zelger's side in their push to secure European football next season. Dajaku moved to Wearside in August 2022 and registered 4 goals and 4 assists in 22 League One appearances, 22 Sky Bet League One appearances, and has earned promotion, out of that league into the championship. At 21 years of age, it is important for a player and his profile to gain regular game time during his second. Now, I don't think he was a striker, to be fair. So I do wish him all the best. We do. Everybody out there wishes Sunderland players going out on loan all the best. Matete is having a good time at Plymouth, so we wish, again, Dajaku out there. We probably won't ever see Dajaku in a Sunderland shirt. I'd be very surprised if we see him back playing for Sunderland again. All the SFC wish Leon Dajaku all the best during his time at the Kirkland Park Stadium. There we have it. So Leon Dajaku is a gunner. Now, reports, and this is very, very apparently very, very close. Very, very close. Isaac Lihadji is hours away from this deal being done now, is it? I'll be very, very disappointed. Very disappointed if we don't have another player in at this club by Friday tea time. I expect another player to come to this club. But this Isaac Lihadji, what's he like? Sunderland are expected to complete the signing of another French player, exciting French winger Isaac Lihadji in the coming days, potentially within hours. So there we have it. They claim that the departure from Lille will be completed in the coming days or even next few hours, as Lihadji was missing from training at the League One club on Wednesday as he wraps up for his move to Sunderland. Well, that will be very interesting. The 20 years of age Lihadji has featured 30 times in League One, in La Ligue 1, 4 times in the Europa League and 3 times in the Champions League, and played 15 games for Lille in La Liga, I can't pronounce it, League 1, winning the campaign in 2021 season. That will be absolutely fantastic if we can get Lihadji's deal done. Now he's 20 years of age, place of birth Marseille in France, 5'10". The connections Marseille in France with KLD, I don't know anything to do with that. He's a forward striker. Number 19 he has at Lille, and he's played 23 times and scored 1 goal. He's only a youngster. He's played in the under-16s for France, 17s, 18s, 19s, 20s, 21s, all the way through. So he's a talented, capable player, this Lihadji, Isaac Lihadji. Now, my source says this about Lihadji. Right, in terms of bringing in, I've heard the deal for Lihadji is very close indeed. So, how close will this be? Another French player on the books, but also, let's go back a little bit. Let's have a little squidgy where we at here. We'll get there eventually. We'll soon get there. Let's get there. Slowly does it. We're coming along. Right. It also looks very promising about Konate from Forest. He's very keen to get the deal done. So who is this Konate from Forest, to have you say? Let's have a little sneaky peek. Atif Konate is French again. Ho, ho, ho. We like the Frenchman, don't we? 21 years of age, 5'10", an attacking midfielder. Does that coincide with unfortunate circumstances with Corry Evans? He's at Nottingham Forest. So yes, 5'10". He was at Le Havre too, 32 games. Now, wasn't Bar at Le Havre? Was that correct? He went to Nottingham Forest. He's only played 1 time for Nottingham Forest. 1 time, but this will be a loan deal, where I think the other one could be a permanent deal. But we don't know. It might not be. But let's go and see what it says about good old Atif. Sunderland, Nottingham Forest set to finalise a transfer agreement. Promising Nottingham Forest attacking midfielder Atif Konate is on the verge of signing on loan to the Championship promotion contender Sunderland for the rest of the season. According to reports by Alan Nixon on Patreon, who claims the 21-year-old is set to bolster Tony Mowbray's options in the final third at the Stadium of Light for the remainder of the 22-23 season. Konate joined Forest in 2022 from Le Havre in his first home national Le Havre in his home nation of France. Well, right, there you go. I'm clearly tired now. So there we go. We could be potentially having 2 signings. And Gelhardt is on going backwards and forwards. Does Sunderland pay so much of his loan? And do Leeds pay so much of his loan? I really do think, and I hope, touch wood, we will have a play, and if not tonight, by the end of Friday night. It is very, very close. So let's hope we get one of those Frenchmen in. I mean, we've already got the likes of, you know, we've got Alessi in there, we've got Bar in there, we've got the lad who just signed the other day, Etoile, forgetting his name, pronouncing his name wrong there. We get a lot of French players in. Now, good, we got Michoud as well, so we've got a good abundance of French youngsters coming in. And imagine another couple coming in. We could have a really talented French young side here at Sunderland with some good ones as well. And Dan Neil's close also to signing another deal at Sunderland. He is a Sunderland supporter. He wants to stay at Sunderland. He's got 2 more years on his contract, and I think he's close to signing another deal. So happy days. Let's get the players in. And also, we do have that live stream on Saturday. Follow me on Saturday for the live stream against France, but it's against Fulham. There we go. Take care. God bless. Please subscribe to the channel. You're smashing it out the ballpark. Again, much appreciated. Have a nice night. SFC Fan TV will be on later on at 7 o'clock. Tune in. and be there or be... See you later.